Well, that is Electros, the Gen 5 pure electric type. Not a bad addition to an RU team because of that very diverse physical and special move pool and that levitate ability. It practically has no weakness unless you factor in a mold breaker or gravity or something to make it vulnerable to ground. This is such a random video that I'm making it late on Wednesday, the designated day for random videos, along with the regular Pokemon Go video, just to show that this isn't replacing any other better content. This is purely for fun, so don't you get mad at me. Well, I have long wanted a good way to be quizzed on Pokemon in-game cries. For years, there were only these one-off quizzes that were easy to cheat, but then this website was created, Pokecries.com, where you listen to a Pokemon cry and identify it. If this concept sounds incredibly stupid to you, you're not wrong, and if you are mildly confused about the concept of what a cry is, it's a sound unique to every Pokemon that is played in the games whenever that Pokemon is encountered or sent out, things like that. It is a different sound than what you might know from the show. They don't say their names in the game, except for Pikachu now after they updated the cries in Generation 6. Enough intro, time to have some fun with this stuff. There are some game modes on this site. I'll begin with Standard. You can choose a difficulty, which determines how many choices are on the screen. We're going insane, and you can choose which generations to include. If I wanted to make it easy on myself, I would only do Gen 4. The earlier gens have more similar cries because of hardware limitations back then, I think, especially for the first game, and I don't know Gen 5 very well, but we're gonna do them all, and we'll begin. I suppose I should explain why the hell I'm doing this at all. That would be Slowbro. Well, mostly doing this as a joke because I was talking with friends about this ridiculous talent, if you can even call it that. There's no other time or place I could ever demonstrate this useless knowledge other than making a video about it, and I did want to prove that I'm not lying in those Pokemon Go videos when I say I know a lot about the Pokemon games. I hope this can put some proof behind my claims. I could even start giving facts about these Pokemon, like alright, that's Azelf, one of the late guardians of 4th gen, being of willpower, fun to run a Stealth Rock Explosion lead in UU, or even a more offensive Nasty Plot variant. That would be Chimecho Gen 3, not really as competitively viable. I guess you could Calm Mind up a bunch of times, T-Wave some things, be annoying, Heal Bell, Wish, be a bit of a cleric. To be clear, I never studied this, I never tried to fill my mind with this garbage. I just played a lot of mainly 4th gen as a kid. I did play the 1st gen as my first game. A neighbor had the original red version and I loved playing that whenever I could, but it was Diamond that I really played a ton of. I faded out of Pokemon after that and I never got like a 3DS. I didn't play any version after Platinum. I just watched some Let's Plays of all the newer games while working on stuff. Now everything I know comes from that and the competitive battling scene. There's a well-known site called Pokemon Showdown where you can build a team and battle other people. There are also random battles, and that's where I reintroduced myself into Pokemon a few years back, for some reason, not sure why. Now, with making a video as a form of quote-unquote proof, hey, look at me, I can identify all these cries, I know you might be inclined to suspect some foul play, perhaps, because it would be easy to jump cut around and edit things to make myself look better. I thought about live streaming this, but that would have been a short and awkward live stream, I think. However, there is a better mode on this website that I cannot fake. I will explain. I'm gonna stop doing this mode because I really don't know if I'm ever going to lose, and I'll go to the timer mode. Difficulty will be insane once more, and all the generations. In timer mode, I have 1 minute to do as many as I can. Every correct answer gives me 3 more seconds, and an incorrect answer takes 3 seconds away. So if I answer everything in under 3 seconds, I could go on forever. Although I doubt it, I will lose eventually, and the website saves the high score. So I will do it. You can check the website if you want, and you will see my score is there. You can go up to the corner here, go to the leaderboards, select timer, and insane mode. And you can see I already did this one time and I stopped at 67 to go make this video. Well, time to beat that score right now. Unfakeable, unless you think I own the website and I can change it on the back end, which I definitely do not. Hey guys, I found this new site called Pokecries. I'll link it down in the description if you guys want to check it out. I was playing on it today and I got a high score of like 69 points or something like that. So it was a pretty small score, but it was like the coolest feeling ever. Alright, enough memes. I wonder who knows what that is. I'll load up the game. Now with this, I can jump cut around and it doesn't matter. You can see my score and the time I have up in the top left there. Cannot cheat that. I can't pause it and be looking things up. All legit. Started off with an easy Blaziken. And that would be the Latias indeed. If there was a Latios on screen, I might have to think about that a little bit. That sounds Gen 2-ish. Yeah, Sentret for sure. Swalot. Yep. Everyone should know that one. That's the rat. Yeah, definitely Quillfish the more I think about it. The interesting thing is, hearing the sound doesn't always make a Pokemon come to mind right away. Sometimes it makes an attribute come to mind. When I heard that, it sounded Gen 2, and I thought of something spiky. And I always clicked Pineco, but figured it out in time. Huh. Familiar. Oh, okay, it is Tyrogue. That was a bit of a gamble, but we can get some wrong ones. That is Registeel, for sure. Again, with the familiar. Okay, Kangaskhan. Good. The Gen 1's man. That's Bidoof. Good old Gen 4 Cries. They're very unique. And Bronzor. Yep, Gen 4 again. We've been losing some time here. Need to make it back. Oh, Vileplume. I was looking for Aerodactyl, because they sound so similar. Ah, those Gen 1 Cries. That's Bulbasaur. Stuff like the Charizard and the Rhyhorn combo. That sounds icy. The Machoke, Growlithe, the Vileplume, Aerodactyl. A lot of things sound similar in Gen 1. But that's definitely Probopass. Good old Gen 4. Golduck. Darmanitan. Malakazam. Have I ever heard that in my life? What? Gumi. Okay, good. Hariyama. We need to make up some time again. This is like a cycle of losing time on, that's Entei, on some Gen 5 or 6 thing, and then making it back on things that I know better. What? That sounds Gen 2. Okay, it could have been like Sunkern or something. That was a bit of a guess. Getting pretty lucky, that's Scyther. Make that time back. That is, Buizel. Voltzel. We just passed 50, and we aren't at half time yet, so we should be able to make it to 100. I think that's the new goal. That's a cat thing. Okay, it took me a bit long to find it. Jeez. Victory Bell. And Ms. Magius. Good. Give me them right next to each other. What? Okay, bit of a lucky guess again. That is Tyranitar. You can kind of sometimes guess by just what it sounds like. If it's Gen 5 or 6, then it'll sound watery or icy or metallic, like that one sounded metallic, so I just kind of guessed that one again. Hello, Vaporeon. Ooh, that sounds plain. Like a lot of things. Well, RIP! We're not immune to failure. But that's okay, we can make that time back with something like Mamoswine. There we go. Oh, that sounds dainty. Like, I know that really well. Oh, it's hard to know. You just have to scan and look for it sometimes. That is Tyro again, which is second time. Oh, it sounds like Beedrill, but... Oh, it's Blastoise. That's another one that's a bit similar. That's Sharpedo. Oh, that's Vivian the Butterfly. I thought it was an ice type at first for some reason. Huh. Never mind, that's Nidoqueen. I was looking for Lapras. That's another one I would have failed if there wasn't an image in front of me. Because Lapras and Nidoqueen sound really similar. You can look it up if you don't believe me. That would be Nidorino. Not this again. Oh, damn you, Caterpie! Stop sounding exactly like Goldeen. That's a harsh sound. Venipede, yeah. Sounds like a Houndoom. That would be Bisharp. Swampert for sure. Glaceon. Shuppet. Shuppet again, what the heck? The gear thing. Yep. The Firefly thing, Volbeat, there we go. That would be the pre-evolution, there we go. Well, we're actually approaching 100. That would be Lilligant. My god. And I think I'm gonna stop there, so one more. That is definitely Reuniclus. And I think we're done here. That is definitely Raikou, but I'm gonna let the time run out here. And there we go. Maybe we have to click it to end the game. Okay, well, we'll end up with 101. Even number ruined. Oh, we could have clicked the wrong one. That was smart. Alright, well, I entered my score. You can go check on it if you like. And I would say that was a win. It isn't like the time bar was maxed out at the very top there when I stopped playing, so that does indicate that I would lose eventually, but I feel like I could have clawed my way back and held on for a pretty long time, because that bar was going up and down quite a bit. I don't want to sit here all day, though. However, there is one final mode on this website that is very difficult, Blind mode. You might think that if I can pick a Pokemon off a list of 32, Blind wouldn't be that much harder, but it is 100 times harder. Some cries are very distinct, or the Pokemon is very commonly used competitively, so I'll know it right away, but that's only about a third of them. The other 2/3 just sound vaguely familiar, and it's usually not hard to match that sound to a visual when it's in front of me. But with blind mode, there's nothing, only the sound, and that is much harder. I kinda wanna do a bit with 4th gen just to warm up and show what this mode is about before I fail. For example, that is Mime Jr. Why did it play a second time? I don't know. But that's not too bad. And that is Shellos. That is Frostlass. Haha. Whoop. Cricketune, of course. That sounds like Munchlax. And Abomasnow. Well, I'll stop at 5. I wish I could keep going with 4th gen, because this is just no problem. Well, I'll give myself 2 lives for this, and now it's time to select every gen. I can do 4th gen, but this I know I will lose. That sounds like Volcarona. I'll try for 10 points. I don't know, how will this go? That's a tricky one, because it sounds like Mewtwo. But it could be Parasect, and if it's Parasect, I'm just gonna kill something. Alright, it's Mewtwo. Thank God. It sounds grassy. I think it is Serperior, the 5th gen starter. Indeed. Fully evolved, of course. Ooh, I know that really well. Wow, why can I not think of the name? It's the really common dark dog of 3rd gen, evolves from Poochyena. It's so obvious, why can I not think of the name? Screw this, I'm just scrolling down to it. I'm just scrolling. Mightyena, obviously, okay. Yeah, I knew it was that. I just had the biggest brain fart. That, back to 4th gen. That's the Krogunk. Yeah, it's not the evolution. There we go. Huh. Yeah, it sounds like Swampert except a less extreme version, so I'm gonna guess it's Marshtomp. There we go. That's Staravia. Back to 4th gen. It's basically just a free point if it goes to 4th gen. That is Sudowoodo. We're doing better than I expected here. I don't know when it's gonna come all crashing down. Oh, is it right now? Why did I say that? That reminds me of 5th gen. My first guess is Axew. And it was right! Ooh. It's a very common sound in 4th gen. I think it's Meditite. Yeah, it's a 3rd gen mon, but it's all over the place in Sinnoh. What? Okay. Well, we're at 10 points, so that's good. It's very good, because I've never heard that before. I just want to pick a random thing, but, like, I know what these sound like. Yeah, it isn't Sigalith. But, I don't know, I'll pick a random thing, because it must be from Gen 5 or 6, and irrelevant competitively. Because I didn't play those games, and if it isn't competitive, then Spupa. Okay, yep, would not have gotten that. Huh. That sounds Gen 3-ish. Kind of like Nosepass, but not Nosepass. I think it's one of the pig Pokemon, so I'm gonna go with Spoink. Yeah, alright. How far can we go? We're on 1 life now. That sounds like Gen 1. Kind of like Dodrio. Give that a go. Yay! Well, that's Chatot, Gen 4, easy point. Thank you very much. 13 points. Well, that's a fart. Gen 4 again. Only one thing sounds like a fart. Give me well, not Stunfisk. Actually, Stunfisk kind of sounds like a fart too, but it is Stunky. That, I didn't recognize that at first, but it just gave me a weird image of a Togetic animation. Alright. What? Oh, that's some other Gen 6 mon that isn't competitive, because I didn't play the games, I'm not gonna know. I only know things that you might see in a Wi-Fi battle. I'm just gonna have to pick something random again. I don't know. I don't know. There's really no point in delaying this, I don't think. Sliggoo. It's Chespin, it's a starter! That just goes to show how badly I know that gen. Wow. Nobody uses Chespin in a Wi-Fi battle, I wouldn't know. Well, there you go, 15 points. Why are we wow. Not hard to be on the blind leaderboard, I suppose. And this doesn't account for generations, so I could just choose Gen 4 and beat all these people easily. But I guess there isn't really much prestige and being on a leaderboard nobody cares about. So I'm not gonna do that. Alright, well, there we have it, folks. Hands down, the most useless talent from years of playing Pokemon as a kid. Feel free to challenge my score in timer mode, get past 100 if you can, but I suppose if you have a life and don't want to, that's okay. Thanks for watching this random add-on to today's Pokemon Go video, and I'll catch you next time.